Hi, it's Joseph here at Edge Dynamics. Making a video today on honing with synthetic stones, and what I've chosen to use today for the purpose of this video is one of the methods that I like to use. Basically, I've got the full Shapton Glass set from a 1K up to the 30K, which is how I basically started honing, and that was the method I stuck to for a couple of years. And then I moved over to the Naniwa stones, and then I moved on to natural stones. But for this video, I've got this Dovo, it's full hollow, taped. I've set the bevel on the 1K Naniwa, and what I would do then is I would come to the 5K. So that's quite a leap, I suppose, 1K to 5K, but it's one of the most efficient and the best working progressions to actually go 1, 5, 10 that I found. After the 5K we come to this 10K. This is a 10K, it's actually been cut in half, so that's actually the middle of the stone. But after the 10K you can actually choose where you go. Today I'm going to go to the Shapton 30K. Reason being is because I've had some of the best synthetic edges to date from this stone, so we'll use that today. But after the 10K I could in theory go to a natural stone for a finish, or to an Arkansas or an Escher, or you know, any kind of finishing stone I chose. So I'll show you my technique, which is on the 5K I treat it the same way as I do the 1K. So the bevel's set on the razor and I generate the slurry. I mean, this is a great stone, it's super soft, it cuts really well. It cracks, which is not, could be my fault, but they're okay, they don't affect the honing. It's very thirsty, so it's a good idea to, I wouldn't say soak it because I think that's what causes the cracks, but after I've honed a few razors on it, you know, it sort of stops absorbing. So just have to keep it liquefied, if that's such a word. And I'll move my other stones out of the way just in case. And what I would do with this, so as I said, the bevel's set on this, on the 1K, it's ready to go. We'll just do some X's. Again, we could speed this up with circles, but I'm not in a particular rush, and I think it's best for the edge just to keep a nice even up and down X. So this is a full hollow, it's quite tough steel. I'll be looking at, say, doing 40 laps, which would be too much. As I said, I'm going to treat it like how I set the bevel. I'm going to go past it and then bring it back. So if I did 40 laps, that would be considered a bit too much. But when you come off the stone after the 1K, I think it's good, you have to do quite a bit of work on that stone, be it a 2K or a 3K, but you do have to do some work on the stone after the bevel set. You have to remove some steel, that's good practice. And obviously as you move up through the progression you do less and less. Finer the stone, the lesser the strokes. So I'm using no pressure, and I'm not counting because I'm talking, but let's just say I've hit 30 and keep going, and the stone's actually trying to dry out. So I could actually check it with a loop, make sure that I'm hitting the very edge, make sure that all the 1k scratches are gone, replaced with 5k scratches. So let's say I've done that, I've checked it, yep, it's all good. Keep going for a bit now. Just get the whole bevel completely worked, and we go a bit too far. So just like the 1k, we go past it and then we'll bring it back. So I've gone past it. Let's keep going. Okay, we'll do some circles. We want to make sure we go past it. We want purely 5k steel here off the 5k. I can see the swarf coming up. This one doesn't mess about, it really does cut. And then we try and recover the bevel from the circles, because as I say, it does remove metal unevenly. It's just the movement of doing circles. It applies different pressures at different points, whereas at X stroke it's quite similar. Every stroke's the same. Right. So there you go, the swarf in that. And I'd say we've done a little bit too much. So clean the stone off. And then kill the edge. So all the teeth have been joined, should be nice and smooth, and then we'll bring it back. So let's do 10. And no matter how the video looks, I know videos look like there's been pressure applied, but I'm not. But I have realised that videos do give that impression that there is pressure. I don't know if it sounds or... but I'm not applying any pressure there. I'll clean the blade off and then I will check it. See how it's popping. Yeah, that's fine, that's popping hair. So there you go. I did a bit too much. I killed it and then I brought it back to life with just water. So that's good. For me, that's good. Now we'll come over to the 10k, and I think I prefer to use it this way. And we'll probably do 10 strokes, maybe 15. So no pressure. Very light strokes. So we go for another 5, because we are going from 5 to 10. There's no 8k here. But too many strokes would create a burr, which is what we don't want. Give us a false edge. And I would check that. I'm not sure if I did. I'm not sure how many strokes I did, to tell you the truth, but we check that under the loop or under a microscope and try and make sure the 5k scratches are gone and it's been replaced with a 10k, or you might have a 12k. You might, I mean, most people would go 8 then 12. So I have all those stones. I've got 8k stones, 12k stones, but this is just the method that I like. And then I'll come to the Shapton, the 30k, and you can see I've got some pencil marks there. So it's not quite flat up there, but I won't be going up there anyway. And on this, let's do 6 strokes and see what happens. 1, I'm watching the water. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strokes. And that would be good for me. So that's about it. That's how I would do a bog standard synthetic honing. As you can see, I used the 5k like the 1k, killed the edge, brought it back, and yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Joseph at Edge Dynamics.